you guys. My name is Fiona Luca. I'm the founder of Move with Fiona Luca and the producer and host of the Talking Youth podcast. I wear lots of hats. I've been a creative practitioner, so a dance teacher, choreographer and performer for 20 years. I'm a yoga teacher and a mat Pilates teacher. I'm a youth mentor coach as well as a coach for adults and in business. And I've spent a lot of time teaching people, guiding people and leading people in different ways. One thing I'm really passionate about is mindfulness. And throughout the next 6 sessions during these Mindful Minute programs, I'm going to offer you some ideas and some tools to help support you in your day-to-day life, to help you become a little more mindful of you and how you show up every single day. Now, before we start, I'm going to set a little task. You have a journal and pen handy, and I want to invite you to just write down really quickly what you believe mindfulness is. So can you open up your journal, first day, write the date, write Mindful Minutes, session 1. I believe mindfulness is, and just throw a sentence or two in there. So spend a minute or so doing that. And if you don't have the answer, that's totally fine. Don't stress. If you do have an answer, go for it. There's no right or wrong answer. All I'm asking is what you think right in this moment that mindfulness is. Okay, we'll let that be. That was a quick exercise. Shut the books, put them away. No more work today. Let's just have a chat. So these sessions will be really informal. You'll literally just be looking back at me on the screen and I'll be talking to you as if I'm in the room with you. Hopefully one day I can be. But my purpose is to help educate you on what I believe mindfulness is, how I use mindfulness in my life to support me, and how I can help support you to use mindfulness in your life too. We're in a really strange time at the moment. This year has been full of ebbs and flows, lots of highs, lots and lots of lows, and lots of confusion and having to change and adapt. Changing, adapting, confusing, these are all really big words that create lots of emotions inside of us. When we get taken away from doing something that we're so used to doing, like leading a life that involves attending school, being surrounded by people, making a choice as to whether you want to go or not wanting to go. When that gets stripped from underneath you, like it has for us during this time, then it's really challenging to work out how on earth you do life. It's so different, right? But if you have an awareness of yourself, if you have some mindfulness tools to support you, that irrelevant of whether we're in COVID or not, throughout your entire life when you get put into situations where you have to change, you have to adapt, they are confusing and different, you will be able to cope so much more because you have all of these amazing resources in your tool belt. The first one I'm going to teach you today is the power of the breath, which you would have seen in the credits at the start of this video. Now, given I'm a yoga teacher and a meditation teacher, and I practice yoga and meditation a lot, I know firsthand the benefits of being aware of your breath and how this incredible tool that we have access to 23,000 times a day, can you believe it? 23,000 times a day we inhale and exhale. I bet you've never thought about those inhales and exhales. When we have the awareness of how to use the breath, it can support us so much. So we have 2 types of nervous systems, okay? So the first part of the nervous system we want to really stimulate using the breath is our parasympathetic nervous system. Now this part, if we drew a line down the middle, let's call this side the parasympathetic, right? This side of the nervous system allows us to rest, restore, be calm, have clear thoughts. All our organs can work efficiently, so they are calm and able to do their job well. We make clearer decisions. We are alert and focused, yeah? And all of our response and reactivity, so the way that we react to things, are based and come from a really calm space. What a nice space to be in, right? So we don't kind of sit up here and out of here in our head. We're kind of grounded in our body. That's the parasympathetic nervous system. That's the one we want to stimulate a lot during yoga and especially meditation. Then you flip over onto the other side of your body and you have the sympathetic nervous system. Now this is the one where we find our breaths are more shallow, so they're shorter and quicker. It's the one where it's fight or fright, yeah? So we're really, really anxious, or our nervous system is up. There's lots of adrenaline through our body. Yeah, we feel quite tense. We feel a bit scatty. We feel like we're kind of out of our body and our energy is up here rather than grounded down here. When we're in this state of sympathetic nervous system, which we get in, after hard cardio, when we're feeling anxious, scared, when you feel that panic and fear, straight away you get this rush of adrenaline. That's the sympathetic nervous system, right? It's great to sometimes tap into that, go for a big run and feel the heart rate go, or push our bodies to the limit. But if we spend a lot of time there, that is really, really detrimental for our mental health, for our emotional health, and for our physical health. Yeah, our organs can't work efficiently if they're under stress constantly. They need to be able to rest and restore and rejuvenate. So today we're going to use the power of the breath to help calm your body and to help stimulate and tap into your parasympathetic nervous system. Now, a really, really common feeling when you are in your sympathetic nervous system, so the up one, is anxiety and overwhelm. Now, I'm not sure if you're across from me right now and can resonate with those feelings. Have you ever felt anxious before? Do you feel anxiety? Have you felt overwhelmed before? Have you felt that feeling of fear? Yeah, like you kind of fear that's out of control. It takes over your whole body. You can't breathe. Okay, we want to really help support you during those moments by using your breath to calm your nervous system. So the way we do that is to A, use diaphragmatic breathing, so belly breathing, and B, to increase our exhales. So you know that kind of old theory, it's a good one actually, where you breathe into a paper bag if you're feeling anxious. We do that because you breathe in and you suck the bag in, right? It kind of all scrunches. And then you breathe out and we inflate the bag like a balloon. And the purpose is to inflate it with as much air as possible. And you notice to do that, you have to breathe out for a really long time, like you're blowing up a balloon, yeah? So a really long exhale. So today we're going to learn how to do that breathing, the diaphragmatic breathing and the long exhales, so that next time you're in a situation where you feel anxiety arising, where you feel overwhelmed, where you feel like you can't breathe, then we can pull out this tool from our toolkit, this breath work, to help support us to calm our nervous system. Now that's not to say thoughts will go away, that's not to say that it won't happen again, but what it is it's a supportive tool to help you. And when you use that long exhale, you start to calm your nervous system, which calms your mind, which helps you realize that you are safe, that you are okay, and helps you no longer be so consumed by the feeling of anxiety. So shall we do it together? Let's start acknowledging the power of the breath, okay? So rest your palms on your rib cage and just press your button into this kind of balloon-like puffy bit here. Can you feel that? That's your diaphragm, yeah, guys? So this is where we breathe from. So the aim is to, as we inhale, inflate the diaphragm with oxygen, with air, like a balloon, so it puffs up. And then exhale, notice how the diaphragm falls back in toward the spine as our fingers come back to our skin. So we exhale and deflate the diaphragm. Does that make sense? So we're just going to start with some diaphragmatic breathing to start. So find yourself in your comfortable seat. It's much easier when you're sitting. Okay, from there, we're going to take a big juicy breath in and feel how our palms expand. Good. We're going to exhale and notice how the palms deflate with the diaphragm. Good. Try that again. Breathe in and breathe out. And again, breathe in and and breathe out. Let's go 2 more, everybody. Breathe in and breathe out. You feeling your belly inflate and deflate. Last one, breathe in and breathe out. Okay, I want you to rest your palms on your knees. Close down your eyes if you feel comfortable and keep doing our diaphragmatic breathing. So close down your eyes, breathe in and breathe out. And again, breathe in and breathe out. We're going to take one last breath, you guys. Breathe in and a long breath out. Okay, blink open your eyes. How do you feel? So basically, when we are feeling feelings of overwhelm, anxiety, fear, like we're losing control, like we can't breathe, you'll find that all your breath is really shallow and sits up here in your chest. Just like after you've done a big run or a big batch of exercise, yeah? What we want to do is we want to take our breath back down to our belly, to our diaphragm, and we want to breathe in and feel the inflate. We want to breathe out calmly and slowly. And we do 5 rounds, 6 rounds of those, and you notice that as that happens, your body goes from this mode to a more relaxed state, and suddenly all the tension that you have up here in your mind, busy, busy, crazy, crazy, lots of thoughts, suddenly we start to send the energy back down our body, all the way down to our feet and ground us, to encourage our nervous system to calm, for us to have more clarity, and for us to realize that we are safe and okay in this moment. Because I know from having anxiety that when you are completely consumed by that feeling, it doesn't feel safe. It's scary, right? Let's help ourselves in those moments by using our breath, the power of the breath. So can I invite you to do something in the next week? Next time you're feeling those feelings, overwhelm, anxiety, anxious, out of control, notice A, what your breath's doing. B, put your hands on your belly and use your belly breath, your diaphragmatic breathing, long inhales, longer exhales to help support you. How does that sound? I look forward to hearing how you go. I hope you enjoyed session 1, these tiny little takeaways to help you moving forward. Thanks for watching. Until next time, have a beautiful day. Namaste.